Seniors, put the lens cleaner down and listen. That fog in your field of vision isn't just a sign of getting older. It isn't just about your eyes either. It's an urgent distress signal from your blood vessels and your nerves. Most people blame a weak lens or a high prescription, but the truth is much more clinical. Your eyes are the only place in the entire body where we can see your blood vessels and nerves in real time. If they're blurry, your biology is struggling, period. There's a massive paradox in modern longevity. Why can some 80-year-olds read a newspaper in dim light while 40-year-olds are reaching for magnifying glasses? It isn't luck, it's a biological breakdown. We've been conditioned to accept failing sight as a tax on our years. Don't believe it. The science tells a completely different story. Here's the truth. Recent data suggests that over 64% of adults over 50 suffer from avoidable micro-vascular starvation. Your eyes aren't failing because of time. They're suffocating at a cellular level. The tiny capillaries feeding your retina are being strangled by inflammation and nutrient gaps. This isn't a decline you have to accept. It's a deficiency you must solve. Today, we're going to look at 5 specific agents that can clear the fog and restore the high-definition clarity you deserve. We're moving beyond the basic advice of eating more carrots. We're going into the real chemistry of visual restoration. Number 5 is anthocyanins, the potent flavonoids that act as your biological night vision shield. These compounds are the deep pigments that give certain fruits their dark purple color. They play a mandatory role in how your eyes handle light. Specifically, anthocyanins trigger the regeneration of rhodopsin. Rhodopsin is the purple pigment in your eyes used for night vision and light adaptation. When this pigment is slow to rebuild, you experience that frustrating blur when moving from a bright room to a dark one. Don't ignore this. A study from Oxford University found that these compounds increase capillary integrity in the retina. This is essential because it prevents micro-leakage that causes midday blurriness and visual fatigue. Without enough anthocyanins, your eyes struggle to adapt to light changes. This leads to glare sensitivity and a slow focus that makes driving at night a dangerous chore. You might find yourself squinting at streetlights or feeling like your vision takes too long to adjust after a car passes you. To fix this gap, eat 50 grams of frozen wild blueberries every day. Don't waste money on fresh ones if they aren't wild. Frozen wild blueberries are cheaper and actually have more pigments because they're picked at peak ripeness. Eat them at 8 p.m. to prepare your eyes for the overnight repair cycle. You must pair them with a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt. The fats in the yogurt are non-negotiable. They enhance the bioavailability of the flavonoids, ensuring the nutrients actually reach your retinal tissues instead of just passing through you. This simple habit costs less than 50 cents, but provides a massive upgrade to your visual hardware. Number 4 is vitamin B1, specifically in the form of benfotiamine, which acts as the master nerve conductor for your eyes. Most vision blur in middle age is actually a form of high-sugar nerve damage. Even if you aren't diabetic, a process called glycation happens in your blood. This is essentially sugar crusting onto your proteins, which damages the delicate nerves behind your eyes. Benfotiamine is a fat-soluble version of B1 that blocks the chemical pathways of this vascular damage. It's powerful stuff. Research from Stanford Medicine suggests that a B1 deficiency causes optic neuropathy. This is a condition where the electrical signal traveling from the eye to the brain becomes static or blurry. If you've ever seen double vision or a ghosting effect around text on a screen, your nerves are likely struggling to send a clear signal. The signal is being muffled by metabolic waste. Your action plan is to eat 30 grams of nutritional yeast daily. This is a very affordable superfood, costing about 30 cents per serving. Mix it into a warm bowl of soup or sprinkle it over your lunch. It has a savory flavor that works with most meals. However, here's a critical rule you can't break. Don't take this with alcohol. Ethanol completely nukes the absorption of vitamin B1. If you have a glass of wine with your meal, you're wasting the nutritional yeast. period. By keeping your B1 levels high, you ensure the communication line between your eyes and your brain remains sharp. Number 3 is zeaxanthin, sourced from egg yolks, which functions as your internal sunglasses. This carotenoid is what builds the macular pigment in the center of your eye. Its main job is to act as a physical filter for blue light. Blue light is the high-energy light that causes oxidative stress and long-term blurring. Without this filter, your central vision begins to degrade. You can't let that happen. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that zeaxanthin specifically protects the fovea. The fovea is the tiny pit in your retina responsible for sharp, detailed central vision. When this area is unprotected, you experience central blurriness and feel like you need more light to see clearly. You might find yourself moving closer to the window or turning on every lamp in the room just to read. This is a sign that your internal filter is thin. To rebuild this shield, eat 2 pastured egg yolks every morning at 7:30 a.m. You need yolks that are a deep orange color. Pale yellow yolks are useless for this. Here's the most important rule. Don't overcook the yolks. You must keep them runny. High heat kills the delicate carotenoids your eyes need. Pair your eggs with a slice of avocado. The healthy fats in the avocado are the necessary transport vehicles for zeaxanthin. Without fat, these pigments won't be absorbed by your intestines. This morning ritual ensures your eyes are wearing their biological protection by the time you face the day. Number 2 is zinc picolinate, the essential gatekeeper for your retinal health. Your retina contains the highest concentration of zinc in the entire human body for a very specific reason. Zinc is the biological shuttle that brings vitamin A from the liver to the eye. Once it arrives, it's used to produce melanin. Melanin is a protective pigment that prevents solar damage and keeps your ocular tissues strong. A landmark study from Johns Hopkins University showed that zinc prevents the graying out of vision in older men. It does this by maintaining the health of the choroid, which is the layer of blood vessels providing oxygen to the outer retina. If you're low on zinc, you'll notice poor contrast sensitivity. This means you struggle to tell the difference between a dark blue and a black object. You might also find it hard to see the edges of stairs when the light is low. To fix this, eat 30 grams of pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, every day. This costs about 25 cents. Eat them at 4 p.m. during your afternoon energy dip, but be careful about the mineral collision. Don't eat your pumpkin seeds or take zinc within 2 hours of a calcium supplement or a heavy dairy meal. Calcium is a bully. It competes for the same entry points in your digestive system, and it almost always wins, leaving your eyes starved for zinc. Time your intake correctly so this gatekeeper can do its job and keep your vision high in contrast. Number 1 is lutein from spinach, the vascular janitor that maintains your lens clarity. While zeaxanthin protects the retina, lutein is the master key for the front of the eye. It's an oil-soluble pigment that cleans up the oxidative waste that builds up in the lens over time. When this waste accumulates, the lens gets cloudy. Many people think this is just the start of cataracts, but often it's just a lack of cleaning. The University of Tokyo found that lutein significantly reduces light scattering inside the eye. This scattering is exactly what causes the halo effect you see around car headlights at night. It's also why the world might look like it has a thin layer of grease over it. Lutein mops up this internal debris, allowing light to pass through the lens in a straight, clean line. Don't skip this. Your action plan is to eat 100 grams of steamed spinach daily. Frozen spinach is fine and costs less. The secret to this nutrient is in the prep work. You must add 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil and a fresh squeeze of lemon juice. The fat in the oil is required to absorb the lutein because it's fat-soluble. The vitamin C in the lemon juice is a stabilizer that prevents the lutein from oxidizing before it hits your bloodstream. Eat this with dinner. This combination creates a cleaning crew that works while you sleep to clarify your lenses and sharpen your focus for the morning. Gentlemen, your eyes aren't separate from the rest of your body. They're the primary window to your systemic health. When you clear the fog in your vision, you aren't just seeing the world better. You're proving that you've mastered your internal environment. You've taken control of your biological destiny. You've spent decades building your life and your legacy. You deserve to see the fruits of that labor in high definition. Don't let the fog become your new normal. Failing vision isn't a mandatory part of getting old. It's a nutritional and vascular challenge you can meet with precision. It's a choice, not a destiny. Starting tomorrow morning, when you prep those 2 runny egg yolks, you're doing more than eating breakfast. You're telling your body you're still in the game. You're choosing to maintain the equipment that lets you engage with the world. You aren't fading out, you're focusing in. Reclaim the sharpness of your youth and apply it to the wisdom of your experience. If you're ready to reclaim your sharpness, comment the word clarity below. Tell us which of these 5 simple foods you're adding to your grocery list. Sharing your commitment helps you stay on track and encourages others to reject the narrative of decline. Vitality after 60 isn't about fighting nature. It's about working with the science of your body to stay strong. Vision isn't just what you see, it's how you live. Keep your focus sharp, and your life will follow.